Hey everyone, it's been a little while. I'm going to go through a little deep dive on the project, tear up the game, and I wanted to show you what's going on. I got about 10 minutes while I'm boiling some water for dinner. Ooh, and so let's see what's going on here. We're in the Matrix Small City project, and what I wanted to do in my game was do a lot of procedural generation, a lot of replication, a lot of destruction on the buildings, which you'll see here. And so what I did is I've built some simple scripts to put some floors and interior inside buildings, and that works at runtime on any of the buildings in the Matrix. Now it works, you know, a little bit different on some buildings. Like I know this little itty bitty building here works pretty poorly on. So if I clicked on it, you saw a whole bunch of floors got made inside of the building, but you know the roof looks a little weird. We go inside the building, there's not much in here. It's a really small building. It's hard for these buildings, but the real thing that's bothering me is I don't have it so I can break it because the how I'm selecting the building itself to see if I can break up the building pieces, it's not working either for this one particular building. It will work for this building on the side here, which I just clicked on it. You can see now it has a little roof hatch. We can go in here and walk down the stairs, and they'll match each level of the building. So we can, you know, every building will have, when we want it, which I just click ray trace out to the building to pick which one I do this procedurally on. Really cool piece is that both Tim Sweeney and level 80, as well as, or 80 level, as well as Hitmarker Job, all those nice people did a retweet and a little post on the procedural fill of the building, which was cool. And so I've been working on making it into more of a game than just something where you just break up buildings. Mainly looking after doing a superhero game because I can let you fly through all the buildings. So let's go take a look at that a little better. And you can see what we're doing is using Nanite in Unreal Engine 5. It enables us to do on-demand culling and on-demand culling. Amazing on-demand culling, a single mesh for the entire environment, and also do virtual texturing so that we can use textures just to what we see rather than the full load. And that's what makes this all possible. So I have what they call the small map, which is I think about 1/10 the size of the big map. The big map's about 6,000 buildings, which would be about if all those buildings in the background were actually here. But this is about 600 buildings in this small level. I've gone through and updated the trees, but the main thing here is destruction. So what we're doing right now is I'm working with AI and seeing if we can use the mass AI instead of having to use some other type of AI. The more Unreal tools I can use, the better, because I know Tim and the team would love to see their products used to the fullest potential, and then they might also help promote the game if it's something that does that, which I think is also what the grant system's for a little bit, is to enable more destruction, which was the main thing I was doing here, or also to help people put unique things out there to show people how to make unique gameplay. I know that's a struggle right now with Fortnite, is actually getting different types of play style in. So I found out how to merge the mass, which is the data-oriented, multi-threaded AI that runs all the cars and vehicles in the project, with my bridge. It's a little weird right now. I thought I had this fixed. I do. Not the cars pooling, which is something that's been broken in the new versions of Unreal Engine. So I'll have to go fix that in the actual car stuff. But the collision right here, I thought I had that ironed out for the bridge. But I've been doing a lot with trying to get shadow maps to work correctly. Or not be overflow. Like we're getting right now is an overflow up there. So I'll be seeing if I can do what I'm supposed to do to fix these large environments that are around us. Out there, away from the island, are single meshes instanced out The boats are even that way too. Oh, I think my water's boiling. So what we're going to be doing for the next week is working on AI and going, hey Logan.
Hey.
I'm just recording a quick video. You want to say hi? Come here, look right here.
Hi.
There we go.
Who gonna send it to?
I'm going to upload it to the people on the internet so they can see what the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you head back upstairs? I'll be just 2 more minutes.
Well, what happened after 2 minutes?
I'm going to go up there and cook my pasta.
I want some pasta.
Okay. Head back up there, little man. I'll be with you in just a second, okay?
We'll always say head back up.
I do always say head back up.
I just want to play a game down here.
Alright. I think I'm heading back upstairs. That's been 10 minutes. Oh, it's been 5 minutes. So, the buildings, like we'll go in this building here. Well, and so what I'm going to do is add these airplanes. I'm going to add the boats to the mast, just like the vehicles, so that the boats will troll around out in the water. You'll be able to pick up the boats, break them, throw them. Just like you're going to be able to pick up cars, break them, throw them in the buildings. You can have some chips. Sure.
Yeah.
Want to go sit back there and eat these chips?
Yeah, back there.
There you go. And so what we have here is an empty building. This is a build of the game, so I can't go in the building until I fill it up. We just filled it up with levels. We'll walk in there real quick. Oh, that goes up to the... I'll replace the elevator shaft with the standard ones they have. Here's some of the office equipment. I have some spacing in here. So what I would really like to do, and I now know how to do, is build zone graphs inside the buildings procedurally, but I know that you can't do that at runtime from reading the documents. So that would mean I'd convert this on-demand destruction script to a runtime destruction, or a construction script, and fill all these buildings, which I can do. So I'll probably do that so that I can have the super cheap mass AI. And what we can do for that is I'll come down on these buildings and we will find a door, the doors. I'll go through and cut all the doors out, make them doors, and let you walk inside. If we were to go inside right now, push back past the rubble, here's the lobby, and we can go over here and take the walk upstairs and do it all over again, you know. If a level's too small, so like this is a good example right here, I need to do something to basically make the level twice as tall, because to fix this, my stairs, or if the level's over two stories tall, I probably want to split it into be 2 stories. You know, there's just little things like that I need to fix in the procedural script to make these buildings, well, habitable. Right now I would say that they are passable for destruction. We can go inside of them like we are here. We can break stuff up. But if we wanted to, say, build an apartment in one of these buildings, I'll polish it up a bit more. And that's one of the next game I'm looking at, which is roadless, or maybe just a metaverse game where we would take and let the player place all these meshes and build buildings. Or if we want to limit some of that, which is good for rendering and replication, just fill the interiors of buildings so that we can replicate buildings on demand. And so that's the current plan. We're going to tear up here and do a alien invasion like Omni-Man or being attacked by the Flaxons. And you see some bugs going all over the place. Actually, this is interesting, but I think I must have did something to all of the decal planes to make them nanite. I did. Okay. I'll fix that. So yeah, thanks for checking in on this. Every building was procedurally built in Houdini by the Unreal team, imported into Unreal, and generated in this world, but they're empty inside. I went ahead and made a script to fill the interiors with some basic floors, which we'll do right here. Takes about 1,000, 2 1,000, so about 3 1,000 on this humongous building, and that lets us go inside of it. On every floor we'll have basically the same thing right now. It's just a proof of concept, and you can do stairs all the way up to the roof. Here we can just sort of fly up to the roof. Destruction of the individual pieces. You can see some rebar on those pieces there. I have a collection of destroyed materials that I'm going to go ahead and use the procedural content generation plugin, or perhaps geoscripting, to place on meshes. Then I'm looking to make that be what is destroyed into. So we get a common set of meshes and sounds for all the destructible pieces. So brick pieces like that building across the way will break up into red brick. This blue building here I've thought about will probably break up into blue metal, and we can do that just by grabbing the textures and things like that, so that we don't have so that basically the more we destroy the building, hey, look, some tires in the sky. The more we destroy the building and the city, the more simplistic the city becomes, and hence it helps to render easier, which since we'll have larger and larger rendering spaces. So yeah, we'll have mass AI hopefully walking down these streets as bad guys, blasting all the current AI, and then you'll be this superhero that gets to come in and, whoop, boop, make the cars disappear. All right, have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.